So very good afternoon to all of you. Can you hear me? Hello. Am I audible to all the participants here? Bharat Sharma, Nikita Mathur, Abhishek Bharadwaj. Am I audible? Okay. Abhishek, I'm audible? Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. Let's start today's session. Actually, I'm not going to present anything. So whenever I'm interacting with you, you please unmute yourself so that we can have one-on-one interactive session. Because I'm not going to present any presentation or any slide here. The format of the session is interactive. It's about finding out the best career path for you according to your skill set, according to your personality, temperament, and attitude, and then we will take this discussion further. So I just want to have this interaction as one-on-one interaction. So whenever I'm interacting with someone, you please unmute yourself. Though there is no need to turn on the video. So today's session is about career in investment banking or career in securities and investment banking as an investment banker. What career roadmap you can have, what kind of skill set you should have, what are the opportunities in this field, okay, what are the challenges in this field, and how you can move ahead in this field, okay. And as a trainer and as a one more candidate has arrived. Hello. Right. So we will discuss about all these things today. And before we start, I request that please you unmute yourself one by one. Okay. Before we start, I want a quick introduction from all of you because there are only 4 or 5 people. So I want a quick introduction so that I get to know with whom I'm interacting with. So I request Bharat to please introduce yourself and tell me something about your educational background and what course you are pursuing here and what you have done. Mr. Bharat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. My name is Bharat, and I have done my BCom from Poddar Government College, and I do have a 1-year experience in BPO. And apart from that, I have been working with Genpact as the process associate. Approximately, I've been working with Genpact since around 2.5 years. And apart from this, I have been pursuing a business analytics course which I've purchased from Udemy, and apart from that, I'm pursuing SIBO course from Imarticus, as you know that. So that's
it. I know that. So you are still employed with Genpact?
Yes, I'm currently working with Genpact.
And pursuing this course from Imarticus. Okay. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Fair enough. Okay. Now, Abhishek Bharadwaj, please introduce yourself. Abhishek.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. Sir, actually, I am pursuing my CA final course and I am working in a chartered accountant firm, GK Mittal and Associate from last 2.5 year. And beside that, I have completed my 3 years of articleship from Gopalgi and Associate in Vaishali Nagar, Jaipur. And I am graduated in BCom from University of Rajasthan, and I have also gained the certificate from CFA Institute in CFA Investment Foundation Program, which is quite useful for investment banking career. And I am looking over to switch my career into investment banking from my auditing line.
Okay, so from auditing field, you want to switch over to investment banking. Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Dipendra Singh Rathod.
Yes, sir. Actually, my name is Dipendra Singh Rathod, and I have done BCom from Rajasthan University. And earlier I was worked with Infosys, Infosys around 1.5 year, and currently I'm working in a teleperformance from last 2 years. And right now
You
I'm
are working
pursuing.
with teleperformance in a BPO sector.
Yes.
Okay, what's the time frame in teleperformance?
From past 2 years.
For the last 2
Currently
years.
I'm working.
Oh. Currently?
Currently I'm working in teleperformance.
You are working with in teleperformance. Okay.
Yes.
And Yashika Sareen. Yeah, Yashika, you can.
Hi, sir. I have done my graduation in BBA in Event Management and PR from NAMD Jaipur. And besides that, I hold experience in BPO of 1 year. And I have been running my event management company from past 2.5 years.
You're running your event management company for the last 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So how's the time post-COVID? Still COVID is going on for event management firms.
Yeah, for event management firms, it's still a little bit, hard. They are trying to
Still
survive. But
struggling?
yeah, those who have already been in the market and those who are good service provider, they are having businesses now.
Okay, great. Right. So guys, thank you so much. We have one more is left, Roshali Singh. Roshali, quick introduction from you, then we will move ahead. Hello. I think Roshali is not present. Okay. So before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Anil Sharma. I am a corporate trainer, a clinical psychologist, and a public speaker. And I have been working with a number of corporates for the last 15 years. I have been associated as a trainer with the State Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India, Ambuja Cement, Tata Motors, number of companies, number of educational institutes like Arya College of Engineering, Purnima College of Engineering, Graphicera University in Uttarakhand, number of colleges and universities I've worked with. And the objective of today's session is to have a fruitful discussion about your future career roadmap, which will include mapping your strengths and your shortcomings, aligning your key skill sets with your opted career, and how you can carve out a clear-cut roadmap for your future career. So we will have a discussion about that. I will tell something about how to carve out a clear-cut roadmap ahead of you, and then we will take this discussion forward. Tell me one thing. What is more important, job or right job?
The
Everybody
right
needs
job.
a job.
Right
Yeah.
job.
Right job, sir.
Job, right job. So Bharat, what you define as a right job?
Sir, because in the right job, we can satisfy ourselves and we don't need to switch another sector because we will have a satisfaction. So, according to my terms, we must have a kind of right job. That's it, sir.
Okay. Another person was also saying something. It was Abhishek or who? Another person also answered this right job. So getting a right job, getting into a job which fulfills your, of course, your monetary requirement. Apart from that, that makes you happy, a job which you love to do, a job which can ultimately turn into your passion is the job in which you will never get frustrated. Normally what happens in number of industries across the platter, there is very high attrition rate. People are switching over, and it's a common phenomenon. But I have seen in my career as a trainer and as a mentor for the last 13-14 years that people are getting very quickly burning out. They reach a sort of a stage where they quickly get burnout, where they quickly get bored, when they want to switch over very quickly, and when they switch over into another job, they find another job frustrating as well. So why this happens sometimes? Yeah, if it is happening after 10 years of a stint in an organization, if it is happening after 8 years of a stint in an organization, that is understandable. But in a span of 1 year and 1.5 year, if it is happening, does it indicate something? Depend. Dependra, can you hear me? No, Yashika, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yashika? Yeah. Why this is happening?
Yeah. So according to me, this is happening because right now when someone is joining without their, without lack of interest, they get automatically frustrated. And people right now, they are really not focused on their performance and all, and they just have their set of goal in mind that I need to get this in terms of monetary terms and like that.
Yeah, monetary terms is also very important. Money is a big motivator.
Yeah.
After all, we all are working for money. That's a big motivator. But the point which I want to highlight before all of you guys is that before stepping into any career or any field, because some of you already have work experience, you might be knowing. Before knowing the word, we should start knowing ourselves. What are my key strengths? What are my cardinal traits? What is my attitude? What is my internal inclinations? That thing will take you very, very long way in your career, and not only in your career, overall success in life. Do you follow me on this?
Oh,
Bharat?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the first,
Yes,
so the yeah. If you don't follow me, then also it's okay. Okay. I just want you to freely express your opinion. That is, most important thing. The most important thing in making career as an investment banker or making career in any other field is to get to know clearly what are your key skill set, and then in the long run try to align those key skill set with your long-term career objectives. Like, so can anyone tell me how you see yourself after 5 years from now? Do you have a clear picture for that in mind, Bharat? Because you're already working in Genpact. Genpact has a very robust training system.
Yes, sir.
How do you see yourself after 5 years from now?
Sir, as I fish in IB, so and
Sorry, I'm not
I
getting
invest
your
a lot
voice
of.
clear. Please come again,
Yes,
Bharat.
sir. Sir, now
Yeah,
my voice is audible.
yeah, you're audible now. You're audible.
Now as you know that I now I switch in IB, so I would like to see myself after 5 years with a good package, with good designation, with the healthy competition. So that's it, sir.
So, what is your definition of a good package and good designation?
Sir, I will continue to enhance my skill and my knowledge also. So according to my skill and knowledge, I must have whatever package I deserve and whatever designation I deserve. That's it, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Please feel free to talk. It's just a chit chat, it's just a talk, nothing else. Anybody else would like to come up with input? How do you see yourself after 5 years or after 3 years from now? Nikita, would you like to?
Hello.
Yeah,
Am I audible?
I can
Hello.
hear you.
Hi,
Yeah, audible,
sir.
audible.
So I've been working for 4 years in a client support role. So as I have seen myself picturing 5 years in a client supporting role in like I'm good at I believe I'm good at dealing with clients and at their front value maintaining the communication. So I see more exposure and more growth in the same role. I would like to discover more about my this strength, and would uh, would see yeah would see myself in such roles only.
Very good, very good. So why I ask you this question is, normally we are not crystal clear about what we want to achieve in life. Life is just like a mirror. Your career building is also just like a mirror. Whatever you want to project before it, it will show it to you. Whatever you ask from life, life will give you, but it depends what we want and are we prepared for that. You all will agree on one point, there are n number of opportunities coming our way, but how we are prepared for that opportunity, those opportunities that are coming our way, all depends, it all defines our success or failure. The most important thing is make your objective, career objective very clear what you want to achieve. If Bharat wants to reach a very respectable designation and if wants to get a very fatty puck, then he has to be crystal clear how he is going to achieve that, what he has to do for that, and when he wants to achieve that, and what he has to do for that. That is the most important thing, because until and unless you are not crystal clear in your mind, some sort of confusion will creep in, and confusion is always fatal. As a first step toward career making or toward excelling in life in general, becoming specific is very, very important. You have to be specific about your goal, about your career objective, and then things will start taking a different turn. Okay. In our way, but are we prepared for those opportunities? That is the main question. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible properly, sir. Yes, sir. We are prepared enough, sir.
Okay. So to making a successful career, 2-3 things are very important, which first I will discuss upon, and then we will take this discussion further. The first important thing is knowing your skill set is very important. How many of you have gone through a personality profiling or some sort of personality testing or psychological profiling?
So I tried taking a test like before joining the Hematicus course. I tried taking a test that in which skill set I can do better and what my strengths and skills are. So it came out in a very creative side and in a like communication, creative, and these type of strengths.
Very nice, very nice. So the first thing is, you can simply, when the session ends, when you go to your home today, you just get a piece of paper, write on that piece of paper, what is my objective in life? Because having things specifically in mind creates a very, very powerful impact on your psyche and on your mind. And ultimately, your mind is the most powerful machinery in this whole world. Do you agree on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Most powerful computer, no computer has ever beat human mind. Most powerful processing machinery. So write down on a piece of paper what your career objective is. If Bharat wants to become CEO of a company, or if Nikita wants to, I guess you're running a event management company, Nikita?
No, sir. It's Yashika who's running the event management
Yes,
company.
I'm sorry. Yeah, if Yashika wants to run a very successful event management company, so what specifically she wants out of it and how she's going to do it. So as a first step, ask yourself 4 questions. Ask yourself 4 questions. Number 1, what? मुझे क्या चाहिए? करियर में मुझे क्या करना है? मुझे क्या चाहिए? 1 दिन लगाओ, 2 दिन लगाओ, 3 दिन लगाओ, take 4 days, take 1 week, take 1 month. what exactly I want, because this time of your life, guys, is the golden time of your life. I guess you all must be under 30.
So less
You,
than 30, sir.
yeah, under 30, no? You all must be
Yes, sir.
somebody might be 22, somebody might be 23, 24, less than 30, and 25, less than 25. So this time of your life is the golden time of your life. This is the building, a phase of your life. Whatever you do, whatever decision you make, whatever actions you take will define and decide the rest of your career life. So be very careful, be very specific, and just, specifically tell yourself what you want to achieve. So you write what I want to become. First question is what. Number 2 is why. Sometimes people want to become an investment banker, they want to become a doctor, or they want to become an engineer, but they do not have a strong sense of why I want to become. What is the strong motivating force behind this decision that motivates me to move forward in this career? So why is very important. I wanted to become a trainer. I left my job 4 or 5 years ago, and then I started working as a trainer. Even in job, I was doing training assignments. I had a strong why motivating factor behind me, because this is the career which completely aligns with my underlying strengths and my set of skills. तो क्या आप बनना चाहते हैं, क्यों बनना चाहते हैं, कैसे बनेंगे आप, उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, प्रोसेस क्या रहेगा? बिकॉज सक्सेस इज नथिंग बट स्मूथ इंप्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द प्रोसेस. Success is what? Smooth implementation of a well-defined process. So process is all important. And then when all tag your goals, tag your dreams with deadline. I want to achieve this objective in a span of 2 years. I want to achieve that objective in a span of 3 years. I want to achieve this career goal in a span of 5 years. So this kind of clear-cut crystal thinking, with what it will do, it will remove confusion from your mind, and it will give you a clear-cut perception of your career roadmap. This is the first thing you can do. If you do it when you go back to your home today, you write down all your goals, you write down all your career objectives on the piece of paper. I want to become a successful investment banker. What I have to do, why I want to become, when I have to achieve this objective, and you see what kind of clarity you get. There will be a clear-cut perception in your mind that, okay, something is changing for better, something is changing for good. So you do this thing first. Second thing is developing the right kind of attitude. If there are 30 students in a class, these 30 students are pursuing same course, and these 30 students pass out from the class with varying degrees and varying marks. What do you think? All 30 students will reach same level in their career? Depend?
No, no, sir. We will definitely must have
No,
to
sir, it's
level
not
up
possible.
as compared to current level.
Depend? Why they will not reach? Depend?
Yes, sir. It's everyone have a different mindset, so not getting up as much as target which everyone
आप हिंदी
wants.
में भी
So in
बोल
my
सकते हैं, कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि इंग्लिश में ही बोलना, आप हिंदी में भी अपन डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
okay.
Yes? हाँ जी.
So sir, in my opinion, सब में एक जैसा दिमाग नहीं होता सर. No one have a same mind. So
बिल्कुल ठीक है.
सब अपनी so someone is intelligent and someone is not intelligent. So कुछ लोग अलग चीजें ढूंढते हैं और कुछ लोग नहीं ढूंढ पाते सर. So that's it.
So the people who are intelligent, they will become successful in life.
It's not important. It's not important.
Yeah.
Yeah, but intelligence is a major factor, sir.
बिल्कुल, इंटेलिजेंस बहुत मेजर फैक्टर है और इंटेलिजेंस के बेस पे आप बहुत सक्सेसफुल आगे जाके बन सकते हो, बट उससे भी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है आपका रिजिलियंस, आपका डेडिकेशन, डिटर्मिनेशन और आपका क्लियर साइटेडनेस. At the end of the day, it is not the most talented, but the most determined who wins. This is what I personally believe. I might be wrong also, but this is what I have personally experienced in my career. Yeah, intelligence definitely a major factor, knowledge definitely a major factor, but the determination, the dedication to become successful and clear sightedness of what you want to achieve in life, that makes all the difference. So be clear sighted what you want to get out of your career, what you want to get out of life, and start preparing for that. Remove whatever kind of confusion you might be having. You remove that kind of confusion, be clear minded, and try to develop your skills. Developing your skills, technical domain as an investment banker. I think all of you want to make a career in investment banking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I do have one doubt about the kind of aim and ambitiousness. So I just want to know that whenever I decide a kind of goal, or whether it's a kind of short-term goal or long-term goal, I always decide a backup plan. Whether if I'm not able to achieve any kind of goal, so I always prepare a backup plan to achieve that goal B. So
Plan B.
sometimes, yes, a plan B.
So you always,
So sometimes,
you,
yes.
yeah. Please carry on, carry on.
So sometime I completely focus on plan B. I always forgot about the plan A, whatever I decide. So how can I focus on plan A and plan B? I always try to reach successfully on plan B, but I'm not able to reach out on plan A. How can I do on plan A?
What is more important for you, plan A or plan B?
Plan A, but plan B is kind of is necessary. I must have to do plan B. Without plan B, I'm nothing. So that's why I always focused on plan B. And plan A takes a lot of time, dedication, and this kind of thing.
See, it might be because of the underlying, thought process in your mind of failure that you resort to plan B. And it might also be because of some sort of, inherent insecurity you might be having. I don't know. But sometimes what happens, we have some sort of inherent insecurity. You might be aware about subconscious mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Subconscious
Yes,
mind. Because when tomorrow morning is your examination and you study up to 2 o'clock in night and you have to go to examination center at 6:30 and you have to start writing an exam at 7 o'clock. So even after you have hit the bed at 2:30 in morning, you will be up by 4:30. What keeps you awake? It's your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is a very powerful force, and what you told Bharat that you resort to plan B, it might be because of some sort of sorry. It might be because of some sort of underlying, fear of failure. It might be because of some sort of exit route you want to have, or simply it might be that you work more on plan B because plan B lead you to plan A. But the thing is, the most important aspect is to achieve objective, which is fulfilling your plan A. So you focus more on how you can get through to plan A, what steps are necessary, what process you have to fulfill, and if there is any underlying fear of failure, you shed it, and then you will start achieving what you want to achieve. Because sometimes it happens, we want to have an exit route. Preparing plan B itself is an exit route. Do you agree on that?
Okay. Yes, sir, definitely. Preparing plan B is a kind of escaping of plan A.
Yeah, because you want to have a safe exit. That's why you are having plan B. But I'm not saying you don't have plan B. You have a plan B, but you just focus with all your strengths or your skills on plan A and just forget about everything else. Then you will try to achieve what you want to achieve. That's really important. Okay. So having your
Yes, sir.
skill
Yes,
set
sir.
totally aligned with your career objective is very important. And I was talking about how many of you want to become investment banker. So I guess all of you have the same career path, or somebody has different. Rushali?
So, same.
Only Bharat is speaking, rest are silent.
So what if I have some sort of plan in my mind of adding a degree in my portfolio so that I can move forward in investment banking career at a great height.
Yeah, actually, question answer session can be reserved for the last segment.
So one more thing I would like to add.
Yeah.
According to
Please,
plan
please.
A, I decided to prepare for IFS. So it's a kind of my choice.
Sorry, come again.
Sir, exit IB, I would like to go with the IFS, Indian Forest
Indian
Services.
Forest Service.
Yes, sir.
Indian Forest Service is different. Indian Foreign Service is different. They both are different things.
Yes, both are different, sir. I know. I would like to apply for Indian Foreign.
That's a part of UPSC examination. Okay, I will come on that later. But now at this stage, I just want to know, all of you have a long-term career prospect in mind. All of you might be working on that, and all of you might be having a plan. I guess plan A only, and working dedicatedly with full of your capacity on that to achieve your objective. Because guys, today's competitive world is cutthroat. The world out there is full of competition, and there are a lot of people who are out there to replace you from your position, from your job. So until and unless you do not regularly sharpen the saw, until and unless you do not regularly upgrade your skills, enhance your skill set, somewhere you will be left in the race. That's very important. Completely, continuously upgrading your skills, getting to know what's happening all around you, and sharpening your skill set is very important. Right. Now we come on the next phase, that is how to create a career as investment banker. So as you know very well that post liberalization, Indian economy has grown in leaps and bounds, and after this COVID-19 pandemic, there was depression in economy, but even after that, it is projected that Indian economy will grow at 9.5 to 10% per annum as GDP will grow. So there are a lot of opportunities for people who want to work as an investment banker. It's very, rewarding job, very rewarding career, and very stressful also, full of stress. Rewards are very high, but stress is also very high. So to become a successful investment banker, what you need to be that apart from your degree or your qualification, you need to have a flair for learning. Continuously learning about new industries, new projects, new equities, new markets. And apart from that, you should also have a flair for presentation, an eye for detail, good computer skills, and excellent presentation skills. Because when you need to interact with your clients, when you are going to interact with your clients, you are presenting them with your presentations and your fact finding report, you have to be very good at presentation. So these are certain skill sets, and because if you work in this field for say 8 to 10 years, after that you can switch over to other lucrative areas such as venture capitalist. You can start your own consultancy, you can work in finance department. So the opportunities are, n number of opportunities are there, but the bottom line is how you prepare yourself for those opportunities. At the end of the day, it is your attitude. At the end of the day, it is your mindset that makes all the difference. I would like to tell you a story. मैं हिंदी में बताऊंगा स्टोरी आपको, छोटी सी 2 मिनट की स्टोरी बताऊंगा, which will I think drive home my point. You all are listening. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Audible.
हाँ ठीक ठीक, ओके ओके। बहुत पुराने जमाने की बात है। इट्स ऑल अबाउट एटीट्यूड गाइस। आप अपना एटीट्यूड ऐसा रखो, आप अपना माइंडसेट ऐसा रखो कि सक्सेस आपके पीछे आएगी ही। जो भी करियर आप बनाना चाहते हो, जो भी आप बिजनेस करना चाहते हो, जो भी एंटरप्राइज खड़ा करना चाहते हो, उसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है एटीट्यूड। आई हैव माय क्लाइंट्स, यू नो, देयर आर सर्टेन क्लाइंट्स आई हैव हु आर ओनली 10th पास। आई एम नॉट सेइंग, आई मीन 10th पास, a person should be 10th pass only. I have clients, 2 or 3 clients who are 10th pass, but their net worth is more than 500 crores. Simply because of their attitude. Simply because they have aligned their attitude and their skill set to their long-term objective of what they want to achieve in life. एक छोटी सी स्टोरी मैं आपको बताता हूँ, बहुत पुराने जमाने की बात है। एक गांव में एक अनजान राहगीर निकल रहा था। छोटा सा गांव था, उस गांव में एक दूसरे गांव से कोई राहगीर आया था और पता पूछता वो उस गांव में चला गया था। गर्मियों के दिन थे, बहुत ज्यादा तेज गर्मी पड़ रही थी, धूप पड़ रही थी और उस राहगीर को बहुत ज्यादा पसीना आ रहा था। उसके हाथ में एक छोटा सा कागज की पर्ची थी और उसने इसको पर्ची को कई लोगों को दिखाया। तो चलता चलता वो एक चौराहे पर पहुंचा, रीच्ड ऑन ए क्रॉस रोड, और उस चौराहे पर उसने देखा कि बहुत बड़ा एक कैंपस है और उस कैंपस में बहुत सारे मजदूर काम कर रहे हैं। मजदूर पत्थर तोड़ रहे थे, कुछ मजदूर पत्थरों को ढो रहे थे, कुछ मजदूर पत्थरों को तोड़ रहे थे, कुछ मजदूर गड्ढा खोद रहे थे, कुछ मजदूर कचरा उठा के दूसरी जगह पर डाल रहे थे। So lot of people were doing lot of work there. तो उसने एक आदमी से जो पत्थर तोड़ रहा था उसके पास जाके पूछा कि भैया ये मुझे पता बता दोगे कि मुझे इस जगह पे जाना है, ये पता कहाँ का है। एक तो ऊपर से वैसे ही गर्मी पड़ रही, गर्मी का मौसम था, और दूसरा क्योंकि गर्मी का मौसम था तो उस आदमी के दिमाग में भी गर्मी थी। तो उसने झल्ला के जवाब दिया, मेरा दिमाग खराब मत करो, मेरे से मत पूछो, आगे जाओ किसी और से पूछो। उस आदमी ने बड़े शांति से कहा, अरे भाई साहब नाराज मत हो, मैं किसी और से पूछ लेता हूँ। तो वो दूसरी जगह गया, थोड़ा और 10, 20, 50 कदम आगे गया। उसी कैंपस में दूसरा आदमी भी पत्थर तोड़ रहा था, वो भी पसीने से तरबतर था। उसने उस आदमी से पूछा कि भैया ये जरा पता बता दो कि मुझे जाना है, मैं अनजान राहगीर हूँ, मुझे मालूम नहीं है। तो उस आदमी ने बड़े शांति से वो कागज का टुकड़ा लिया, उसमें देखा क्या लिखा हुआ है और उसके बाद बहुत प्यार से उसको बताया कि आप ऐसा करो कि वहां आगे जाके लेफ्ट ले लो, लेफ्ट से फिर थोड़ा सीधा चलोगे तो दाएं मुड़ जाना और फिर आपको ये अपना पता मिल जाएगा। वो जो आदमी था, जो जिसने पता पूछा था, वो उसको बहुत अच्छा लगा। उसने पूछा कि तुम ये क्या कर रहे हो? दिख तो रहा था वो क्या कर रहा है, पत्थर तोड़ रहा था। उसने फिर बहुत शांति से जवाब दिया कि देखिए ये इस कैंपस में भगवान का एक बहुत बड़ा मंदिर बन रहा है, और क्योंकि मैं गरीब आदमी हूँ, रुपए पैसे धन दौलत से तुम्हें मदद कर नहीं सकता, तो अपने परिश्रम के द्वारा, अपने श्रम के द्वारा इस पत्थर तोड़ के भगवान के मंदिर बनने में मैं अपनी सेवा दे रहा हूँ। एंड दैट मैन बिकेम वेरी हैप्पी। उसने कहा कि यार तू इतना छोटा काम कर रहा है, यू आर डूइंग सच ए स्मॉल जॉब, यू आर क्रशिंग स्टोन्स, बट तेरा एटीट्यूड बड़ा पॉजिटिव है। और भी मजदूर मैंने देखे जो पत्थर तोड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन वो सब नेगेटिव है उनका, वो पत्थर बोझ की तरह तोड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन तू इसको एक भगवान की सेवा के तौर पे ले रहा है, तेरा एटीट्यूड बड़ा पॉजिटिव है। तू एक काम कर, आज से पत्थर मत तोड़, मेरे साथ चल और मेरे साथ चल के तू काम कर। तो वो आदमी थोड़ा घबरा गया कि ये पता नहीं कौन है। तो उसने कहा कि चिंता मत कर, मैं पास के जो बड़ा शहर है वहां का एक बहुत बड़ा व्यापारी हूँ, मेरा सोने चांदी और हीरे जवाहरात का काम है। पता तो पूछने में आया था, लेकिन मुझे एक ऐसे आदमी की भी तलाश थी जो अपना काम पूरी लगन से, पूरे प्यार से और पूरी ईमानदारी के साथ करे, और मुझे ऐसे ही आदमी की तलाश थी। तू मेरे साथ चल और मेरे साथ चल के काम कर। उस आदमी की तो लॉटरी लग गई। उसने कहा कि चलो, एंड हिज एंटायर लाइफ चेंज फ्रॉम दैट डे ऑनवर्ड्स। व्हाट वाज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू पीपल? दीपेंद्र, व्हाट वाज द डिफरेंस? बोथ पीपल वर क्रशिंग स्टोन। दोनों लोग पत्थर ही तोड़ रहे थे, एक ही काम कर रहे थे। हाँ
सर, वे ऑफ टॉकिंग और नेचर।
वे ऑफ टॉकिंग और नेचर, और You are quite close. और कोई बताएगा?
So
My dear
the
friends, sir.
the
क्या निकिता
attitude
please?
towards their work.
And
Sorry.
sir, his
मैं
out.
आपको सुन नहीं पा रहा हूँ. Nikita, please speak.
No,
I cannot hear you properly.
sir, I'm saying his outlook towards his life and perceptions, his attitude was very positive, and he was very humble. So that shows in his ways and his actions. The attitude was
Very good.
positive.
Very good. Very good. Very nice. Or anybody else?
So
Yashika?
his attitude towards
Positive
his work.
thinking.
हाँ बताइए. Yeah, Yashika, please.
Yeah, I would like to add on his attitude towards his work as he took his work very seriously with great passion. He was attached to his work and he had a very polite nature. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Sir,
So
Sir,
what?
I would like to
Yeah.
add some more
Please.
words, sir. Sir, one person was working as a willingly. He was see himself as with the satisfaction, and another person was working as a unwillingly. He was
Very
taking
good.
as a kind of burden. So
Very good.
that
Very
was the
good. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I was, waiting to be heard. So the difference was only of attitude. You might have seen employees at office. Some of you have already worked or some of you are already working. अरे यार ये काम तो बहुत मुश्किल है. पता नहीं सारा काम मुझे ही क्यों दे देते हैं. Oh, the boss is so harsh. The boss is always criticizing. It shows what you might have seen people, behaving like that at workplace. It is only because of attitude. So guys, if you want to see, gaining technical knowledge, gaining degrees, gaining these everything is absolutely necessary. They might help you to get into a job. They might help you to get into your, they might open sort of window of opportunity to you, but ultimately work your way up the ladder of success. Your attitude and your, the way you outlook entire thing, it makes big difference. So no matter what kind of job you get into, you want to become an investment banker, you want to run an event management company, you want to become a trainer, or you want to become an engineer, whatever, always work with open and positive attitude, because at the end of the day, your attitude is what makes all the difference. Otherwise, what will happen? Because investment banking career is so full of deadlines and so full of stress, and it's a sector which is based on sentiments. The capital market is down. Pink slips are randomly given in this field. Very randomly, pink slips are given. Okay, if you do not have a positive attitude, if you do not have a open and learning attitude, at the end of the day, what you will face is complete burnout. And I have seen people during my trainings in different corporate, people are burnout. In every office, there are 1 and 2 employees who are vintage employees. Okay, they don't do anything. They just criticize the management. They just criticize everything because they are completely burnout, because their attitude is negative. And they are here where they were 20 years ago. Always keep your attitude positive. Even if something negative happens, take this as a challenge. Work on it. That's what a skill is all about. If life gives you lemon, make it a lemonade, yeah. And then you will shine. Nobody can stop you. Only you can stop yourself from becoming successful or excelling in your career. Except you, nobody can. And only you only you can stop you. So try to have that kind of mindset, because I thought that I should, talk about these things. These are very important things. Having a positive attitude, completely, continuously working on your skill set is very, very important. Now, because almost 1 hour has gone, I would ask each one of you to have queries. If you have any queries related to your career, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will try my best to answer your questions. Hello. Related to skill set, related to career options. Yeah. हाँ जी.
Sir Rushali,
हाँ जी.
sir, actually, I have asked this a lot of times. Even in the mock interviews, I have most of the trainers have asked
Rushali,
me.
your
I
voice
am
is not
actually in
coming.
retail.
Your voice is not coming.
Sir, is it clear now?
No.
Sir, is it clear now?
Yeah, now it is clear.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir,
You're audible now.
actually, my question is that I am working into retail banking operations, and I have given 5 years to retail banking operations now. So now that I'm making a move to switch to investment banking, most of the time I'm asked that why are you switching to investment banking, and given the time that I've given to retail banking, most of the people ask me that it is not a customer interactive role. So, like, why are you switching from a customer interactive role to completely non-interactive and into a cubicle role? But sir, I am kind of, as you said, burned out. So I think I'm in that situation right now into retail banking. And
Okay.
from the very starting, I started job at a very early age. Right after graduation, I started working into retail banking ops. So
Mhm.
I don't know whether it's too early to burn out or what. But I'm really looking for a, and I think investment banking is the correct
so
change. But I am not able to answer to a question that
So
why are you getting into
normally
this
what
role?
answer
So
you
I
give?
would, if you know,
Normally, what are your answers? When you come across this question, normally what
what
answer
I
you give?
yes, I
Hello?
come across this question a lot, and generally I say that, hello.
Yeah. You're audible now.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have been asked this question a number of times, as I mentioned before. So generally, I tell the person who's asking me this question that I want to give investment banking also a chance, that I might like this. Or sometimes I say that I'm not liking retail banking that much. But then there's a cross
No.
question. You took 5 years to understand that you're not liking it.
No, don't give that kind of answer. You can say that actually I want to explore investment banking as a challenging career, as an emerging career. Since I love challenges, because I have given 5 years, dedicated 5 years to retail banking, and I excel in that sector also. So I think it's a great area to explore new avenues and to test my skill set as an investment banker. I want to explore, and I want to explore new avenues. Tell from your answer to the interviewer that you are excited to explore new avenues. You are willing to take challenges. Don't say you have reached at a saturation point. Don't say that you don't like an area in which you have given 5 years. Show yourself as a person who is willing to take challenges, who is willing to explore new avenues, and who is ready to take on whatever challenges come across him or her. Then the interviewer will, because the interviewer who are sitting on that side of the table are very experienced. They can easily make out what the person is saying, and what is his objective of answering this question like this. So what you have to highlight in your answer is that you want to explore a challenging field, and I think investment banking career comes with a lot of great opportunities for growth, for development, and I think this is the right field where I can align my underlying strengths, which I've already demonstrated in my career in retail banking, what achievements I made there, and I can also work wonderfully in that sector. As far as customer interactive and non-customer interactive is, I think there is a sort of customer interaction in investment banking also at a higher level. Is it so, Roshali?
Direct client, not but corporate client. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So not direct clientage, but
Yeah.
clientage, is there.
Of course,
but
corporate client.
On a very higher level, not very best.
On a very higher level, not in simply financial analyst level, But at the end of the day, when you work up your way through the ladder of career hierarchy, you will be doing a lot of interaction. You will be presenting a lot of presentations, a lot of reports, and a lot of visiting the clients. And your ability for customer interaction has already been demonstrated through your previous job. So highlight 2 points that you want to explore new avenues for your career growth, number 1, and you are ready and willing to take on challenges. Because everybody wants to hire employees who love to take challenges. Dynamic organizations like Google or Facebook and even Infosys also, they love to hire people who are ready to take on challenges, who are ready to break away from the herd and carve out a separate niche for themselves. It is tough, it is a little bit challenging. This is what exactly rewarding in the long run. Right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I hope I satisfy your query. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? If you have any question related to your career confusion, your future career objectives, your personality testing, your skill testing, okay, you are please feel free to ask.
Sir, I have one more doubt. As I spoke previous that I always prepare plan A and B. So how to categorize the both thing about the goals that this should be a
Sorry,
goal A, this
Bharat,
should be
please.
goal.
Bharat, please come. Bharat, please come again. Actually, I could not hear you properly because I was doing some other thing. Please come again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I'm audible, sir.
Yeah, you are completely audible.
Sir, that as I previously spoke that I always prepare plan B, that like this kind of thing. Sir, I just want to know that how to categorize a particular goal. This should be a goal, B goal, plan B. How to categorize this? It should be based on priority and how to prioritize this kind of thing about your career, sir.
I guess you are too much concerned about plan A and plan B.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The most important thing is whatever goal you set for yourself, is that goal in alignment with your priorities. For example, you want to reach a CEO level. So what you have to do, what processes, what steps you need to take to reach to that level, and prepare a long-term plan for that. If you want to become Chief Executive Officer of, say, Genpact. So what is the short-term things you can do? From where you can start? Tell me immediately what things you can do. If you have that long-term objective in your mind, you can start building different things in proper perspective. You can start developing your skills. You can start building upon your knowledge, and then gradually, if some other qualifications are also needed, you can start, adding those qualifications to your profile. So plan should always, plan and
Yes,
goal
sir.
plan and goal should always be in alignment with your priorities and your long-term objectives. Number 1. Number 2, there is nothing, plan A, plan B. I personally believe plan B is nothing but a kind of exit route. It is an escape plan. So whatever you have decided in your mind, if you focus your entire energy on that plan automatically becomes achievable. If you are not achieving that, it simply shows there was some sort of lacking in your preparation, in your strategy. So try to align your objective, your goal, whether it is a long-term goal or it is a short-term goal, and start working towards that. You famously remember one sentence from Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was a great philosopher, and when he went to New York, I think New York, in 1903, he gave one famous quote from Vedas: Uttist Jagrat Prapya Varan Nibodat. Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. This is a very famous quote from Swami Vivekananda. उठो, जागो और तब तक मत रुको जब तक कि तुम लक्ष्य को प्राप्त कर ना लो. So you see, different things when you are not completely focused on your goal. Every day you get up, keep your goal in your mind that I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, and see the change. Don't go on my words. You just do it and see the change. And then plan B will not come in your sight. Because we are not completely focused on what we want to achieve. That's why we, get distracted toward certain other unnecessary things. So whatever plan you have, just stick to it. Work day and night and day out towards achieving that objective, and then you will do what you want to do. Right? And plan B, according to me, is nothing. Plan B, according to me, is nothing but an escape route. According to me, what experience I have. Okay. Anybody else?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please feel free to ask your question. You have only 1, 2, 3, 5 candidates. Anything else? No? Nikita, you have no further question?
No, sir, no questions at the moment.
Okay, thank you. Rushali?
Clear, sir. No questions right now.
Okay, Yashika?
No, sir, clear.
Okay. Dipendra?
No, sir, no question.
Okay, and Bharat? Bharat has already asked a lot of questions. Okay.
No, sir. All clear. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. So guys, thank you very much for your time. And I wish you all have great careers ahead. You all have, bright futures ahead. You start working to build your career, because you young guys are the future of this country, full of energy, full of talent. Young people are so full of talent, So I always draw inspiration from young people who are full of so much talent. So start working towards building your career. Start developing your skill set, your knowledge, and never stop learning. Okay? Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. Always keep learning, always keep improving yourself. And one day you will shine greatly and you will come with flying colors. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Nice
you,
to talk
sir.
with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.